I'm sorry about the movements today. I think the battery on my, how do you say it? The stabilizer is gone, dead, and I didn't charge it enough. Anyway, I will try not to move around so much, but I wanted to show you, and this is an impromptu live. I'm in this area today called, oh, some vibrations, called Stradella. You might remember that I came here before and I was actually invited back, and that's why I came up here today. I got to see some houses for sale, some terrain for sale, some areas that you could actually plant a vineyard, which is really cool because if you look around, you can see this is kind of a vineyard area. This is obviously winter time. It's literally today. I'm alive, right? But all over these hills, you'll see vineyards here and there. I was actually shown this property right here below. This right here, we're in the middle of the community of Castana. This is not Stradella. This is Castana. And Castana is a smaller community up on the hilltop above where I visited last time, just up the road between Stradella and Santa Maria della Versa. And they invited me back to check out the real estate here. So you can see here's a newer house, here's something that needs to be fixed up a bit. So that's just a little bit of everything. We followed this road around. We saw this piece of terrain. It's like 25,000 euros is what he mentioned. You could build like a 200 square meter house on it that comes right and butts up against the ledge down there. So it's interesting that that was available to see. We actually saw another piece of land that I'll share in a video in the future that I particularly like the idea. I've heard of people buying something that had the foundation and then building new on top of the foundation that already exists. And doing this, you have a little bit easier time getting permission to construct because there was a building that was meant to be there, and you don't have to say no, but we want to add something, right? It already had been approved in the past, and that's what's important here. So anyway, I want to tell you, oh, my thumb. I want to tell you a little bit about the area. This is information I got from a friend that brought me here. This region is called Oltrepo. That means beyond the Po River because it's the only part of Lombardy that is situated on the right side of the river. And it consists of a series of medium height hills that merge with the Apennine Mountains southward. Whoop, whoop. That's always fun. I was trying to turn. Hold on. All right, I don't know if this is going to work with the audio now, but I plugged in the mic again. Let's not drop it down there though. What I was saying was that it merges with the Apennine Mountains southward and they're carved by small valleys that stretch mainly south and south this way and north to the end into the larger Po Valley. So the climate is continental with hot, humid summers, 30 to 35 degrees Celsius at their peak. And rather, it's kind of cold in the winter. There is snow in the hills that you can see. And so it can get down to negative degrees, but it doesn't get that low very often. In the mornings, it's obviously a little bit colder. So there's little snow, there are rainy periods, and there's a bit of humidity. This area actually is very famous for the vineyards. Specifically Santa Maria della Versa there is that actual wine factory called Versa, I believe. This area up here, she was telling me that if we come here in September, you'd see tractors driving around full of the grapes and all that. It would be fun to see that. Right now, it's pretty quiet. We're right in the middle of town, but this is like a really small community that has about 700 people living in it. There are empty houses, and so it feels empty because the number of houses is much more than the number of people here. But that's pretty common in here in this part of Italy, or even southern Italy. So, and we know the motives if you've ever watched other videos that I've done. Anyway, stick around, not stick around, but come back in the future when I share this experience through video. And if you have any questions, or I will be showing some interesting real estate that we wanted to see, but we didn't have access to. So you'll pay attention to that. But Anyway, this is the center of town. You can see this is pretty. This is really nice right here. And then there's a parking lot. No, it's behind me. It's okay. So then we have right here is the road that we took to get to the area. And if we go back down there, there is a bar, there is a restaurant in this area, but much of the shopping is done in Stradella or in some of the larger areas. Anyway, that's it for this video. It was just a quick live letting you know this is where I'm at. And thanks. We'll see you next time.